Good day, my friend, and welcome to today's market fundamental and technical breakdown for the time period of 25th of November to 29th of November. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoko, and I'm the founder of 10x Digital Name, where everyone that has a knowledge gap in digital trading, real estate, and how to make money online can be able to get the right knowledge, get the right skills, the right tools, the right guidance to be able to achieve success in this field and make money online. So today we'll be diving into the forex and crypto market chart. And I'll be breaking down the technical aspect of the charts. After that, we'll go to the fundamental aspect of the chart, which has to do with news events, geopolitical events, bank statements, bank announcements, and bank policy announcements. So that's literally how it works. So from these two analyses, we'll be able to derive a process whereby we can be able to spot a market, spot a coin to trade, and then make profit from the market. So I'll dive into my screen right now. If this is your first time, smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icon. And welcome to my channel. Let me share my screen. Okay. So right now, what you're seeing is wait, let me share that again. Better, much better. So right now, what you're seeing is Euro USD, which is the euro currency against the dollar currency. And like you should already know, we do top-down analysis here in our channel. So if this is your first time, you're welcome. And top-down analysis has to do with going from the smaller, higher time frame, like the monthly, which has to do with one candlestick is 1 month price movement, down to the weekly, which is one candlestick is 5 days of trading. Then down to the daily, which is one candlestick is 24 hours of trading. Then to the 4 hours, and then 1 hour to be able to spot our trade execution. So on the monthly time frame, we see that the candle for this month of November is a red candle, which is bearish, which is selling candle. So from the 1st of November to the 25th of November, if you had just placed one sell trade, you would be in massive profit right now. That's what it means. From the 1st of November, you just placed sell and left the market. You understand? You'll be printing dollar right now, okay? And you still be in good profit. That's what it means. So since you already know that, and we're trying to know, should we continue selling since this is the last week of November? Should we continue selling or start looking for a movement to the upside? We will be able to figure out that. But what I see on the monthly time frame is that this area is an area of rejection. This area is an area of support. The market came in here with this monthly candle, this red monthly candle. You see it over here, this one here, okay, and came inside that zone. Once it came inside there, it's rejected and went up. The next month, which was January, the market started moving up. This 2017 or 2017 kind of movement. So demand zone, there's always a rejection that moves to the upside, except for this period when the market, after being rejected to the upside, that was on June 2022. The next month, which was July 2022, the market still went down and broke this demand zone. So we're looking at what happened in the past to predict what will happen now in the future. Does that when it comes to the demand zone, there's a rejection. There's a rejection. That doesn't mean that the month is not still bearish, but we should be expecting a rejection. So with that said, let's move up to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we look for chart patterns. On the monthly time frame, we look at candlestick formations. So we have found the candlestick formation on the monthly time frame. This weekly time frame, we're looking at chart patterns. Which chart pattern can you see? They are different from what I can see right now. I see an ascending triangle. I see an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle. This is the top of the triangle. Okay. So you might be wondering, What am I saying? What is ascending triangle? What is all this? Let me take you guys over here. Extra benefits for being on this is how an ascending triangle forms. Ascending triangle. So the market comes into the ascending triangle, forms resistance with this stop, is pushed down, comes back and forms another resistance with this stop, pushed down, then comes and breaks this resistance, retest, and push up. This is the formation. This is the principle. So the entry for an ascending triangle is at the break of this resistance. This is where you now look for an entry. If you don't find the entry here, you wait for the retest. Once there's a retest, okay, once a candle comes back to that resistance and turns it into a support or a demand zone, then you start buying. Okay, so this is literally how to trade an ascending triangle. Okay, so with that said, let's go back to what I see. So since you already know that we are looking at an ascending triangle over here, and based on the principle of trading an ascending triangle, if this is meant to be our line, we can still expect what? A move like this from this ascending triangle. A break of this, then continue pushing up. So we can still expect this movement like this to occur. So for the current position where the market is, it is inside that monthly demand zone. And I marked out the previous week low and the previous week high. The reason why we mark out the previous week low and the previous week high is because this is where the market opened up for this week, okay? If the market ends up going below this previous week low, we should expect more lower movements, okay? And if the market goes ahead above the previous week high, we should expect more movement to the upside, okay? So that's just the difference between the previous week low and previous week high. Then since we've already seen the chart formation we have spotted out in the weekly time frame, which shows us there is an opportunity from here now. We should start expecting a push to the upside, okay, on the weekly time frame. Let's go down to the daily time frame. The daily time frame, we use daily time frame to spot out the prevailing trend. We use daily time frame to spot out the prevailing trend. And from the prevailing trend, what can we see? We can see that we already was on a downtrend. This is impulse, correction, and that impulse. So the point is that we can still expect what? A correction for another impulse to the downside. Okay, that's what I see. So right now on the daily time frame, we are inside this demand zone, and I spotted out a demand zone here from the past. A demand zone here from the past. That from this demand zone, there was a massive rejection to the upside. Okay, so the market works like a brain. It has memories, so it works with what happened in the past to predict what will happen in the future. And what I can see right now is that this market literally has the opportunity of what? Having a little push to the downside and another push to the upside. Okay? A little push to the downside and another push to the upside. So you guys shouldn't miss this up push because it is coming. It is coming. And the month of December could be the month that will trigger that up push to a very massive trajectory, because by the month of December, we would have a new monthly candle form, and that monthly candle could be bullish, which is going to bring in buyers, okay, and even drive the bullish pressure into the next year for January. So what I see currently for Euro USD is we can expect what? A down push, okay, before a push to the upside, okay, for the daily time frame. Okay, so that's what I see literally right now for the Euro USD pair. Okay, so since we expect that to happen on the daily time frame, when we come down to the 4 hours time frame, what we spot out is the current demand zone on the 4 hours time frame. And from the 4 hours time frame, the current demand zone I see is this, well, this current blue candle I see over here. So I'll be marking out a zone over here like this within this zone. Okay, and if the market comes back into the zone this way, we're looking for some buy entries to take the market to the upside. Okay, because this market also has a gap to fill. The market opened up with a gap. The market opened up with a gap. So once this gap is filled and we see market inside this zone, we'll be spotting out for our buy opportunities for Euro USD. Okay, so that's what I see. Because why I'm looking for these buy opportunities, because we are currently inside a monthly rejection zone. Okay, and the weekly has already formed an ascending triangle, and the daily is showing us a demand over here Why the 4 hours is showing us a demand over here. So what we're literally trading is a rejection from this demand zone on the monthly time frame. So for us to trade it very well, we need to come down to smaller time frames, like the 4 hours, to trade it very well. So two things are possible. Two things are literally possible. The first is the market could literally just move up from here and then come back down to close this way. Okay. And the market could literally move down from here and move up. So it's now up to you to be able to see the possibilities of trading this particular pair, and then know the one that has the highest possibility and trade along with it. The market is always right, but you as a trader, you must not be always right. But the point is that whenever the market shows you what to do, follow the market. Don't try to make the market do what you want it to do. Instead, do what the market is telling you to do. Okay, so this is my formation for Euro USD, and we'll be monitoring it. Once we see a trading opportunity, we'll send it into our Telegram and also our WhatsApp group chat. So go to our description to join our Telegram and our WhatsApp group chat. That's where we send our signals. Okay. Thank you. So let's go to the next one. AED USD. AED USD is Australian dollar. Australian dollar against the United States dollar. Okay, so for AED USD, we have a different picture. Why I say we have a different picture is because on the monthly time frame, yes, we see that we are bearish. Okay, this candle here has been moving to the downside from the 1st of November to now, that is the 25th of November. AUD has been bearish. If you're able to find entry, okay, and start selling this AUD USD, you'll be able to make good profits in the market. Okay, so with that said, AUD USD has not gotten into our monthly demand zone where we would expect a rejection. Unlike Euro that is currently inside a monthly demand zone where we could expect a rejection. AUD has not gotten to this level. Okay, so there is still high probability for AUD USD to just easily drop. Massive high probability for AUD USD to easily drop. So with that said, we have seen a candlestick formation on AUD USD, and the candlestick formation has boldly shown us that yes, the market can easily drop more. Okay, so something else I want us to also learn about candlestick formation is this. For AUD USD, the probability of what could happen is like this candlestick. We had a blue candle, and this next red candle engulfed this candle. Okay, it engulfed candle is red, and it swallowed up the previous blue candle. The same thing happened here. This is a blue candle, and then this candle engulfed this previous blue candle. It swallowed it up. Then the next candle was what? A doji candle, like what we are seeing here right now. Okay. Then the next smooth candle of December was also another doji candle. Okay, sorry, of April over here. So demand zone in November, we will probably get to it by December. Another reaction that could happen is what I see over here. There is a blue candle over here. The next red candle engulfed this blue candle. Then this one formed like a doji candle, and the next smooth candle was a monthly time frame for December. Come and feel these demands. We have a bullish move for December. Okay, so two things is possible. Okay, so let us have that view in mind. But for what we can see right now on November, we are seeing a bearish movement on November. Let's go down to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, this is the previous week low, and this is the previous week high. So on the weekly time frame, which chart formation can you spot? It is chart formation. So there are different types of chart formations. I've been mentioning chart formation. Let me give you guys some examples of chart formations. Okay, so we have double top chart formation. We have triple top chart formation. Okay, this double top chart formation, the inverse is what they call double bottom. When I say inverse, so it will not be confusing, it's what they call double bottom. Okay, so for the inverse of this double bottom and double top, for double bottom you're looking for buys, for double top you're looking for sales, for triple top you're looking for sales, for triple bottom you're looking for buys. Okay, so there are other chart formations. Okay, there was a particular webinar we hosted. I would attach the webinar at the end of this particular live stream. Okay, and you should go there and watch it. I explained like 5 different chart patterns, 5, and the strategy on how to trade it. Okay, and also we had a special guest on that webinar, so watch that webinar. Just watch to the end, so you get the link to that webinar, and then you'll be able to gain access to watch it. So for the AUD USD, what I see literally is the market is still trending to the downside. But which chart pattern can I spot? The point there is that the chart pattern I spot for AUD USD right now is forming like a triple bottom, and it's forming like Yeah, it's forming like a triple bottom. Why do I say it's forming like a triple bottom? Is this. This is the first bottom. This is the second bottom. And this will literally be the third bottom. Okay. And once we come for first, second, and third bottoms, we should be looking for buy opportunities. Okay. Also, what other chart pattern can you see? What other chart pattern can you see? What other chart pattern can you see? That's what you need to ask yourself on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is used to spot out chart patterns, head and shoulders. Okay. Triangles, ascending, descending triangles, wedges. Okay. Ascending, descending wedge. Okay. So that's literally what you use the weekly time frame to spot. So I can also see this chart pattern over here, and it is forming like it's forming like a wedge as well. It's forming like a wedge. This is a descending wedge, which is a continuation pattern. Okay, it's a descending wedge, but it's a continuation pattern. So when I say descending wedge, what a continuation pattern is this? What I mean is this. The market came from the down. You should always know where the market is coming from. So once this wedge is completed, there should be a break that will continue to move to the downside. That's what I mean by descending wedge. Okay. So I still see that the market has opportunity to move down based on what I see on this wedge this way. The market still has opportunity to move down. Okay. So we'll be very, very, very conscious of this opportunity to move towards this wedge. Okay, for AUD/USD. Like I told you, AUD/USD is not inside the monthly demand, so we still have opportunity to move more down. With that said, let's go to the what daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, last week analysis, we already told you guys from AUD/USD where it was, wanted the corrective structure. We are what on daily time frame, you're trading the overall trend direction. That's where you now see the prevailing trend, And on daily time frame, the prevailing trend you see is what? A bullish trend. This is impulse, correction, impulse, correction for another what? Impulse. Good. So AUD/USD is already showing us the blue flag that it is ready to what? Move to the downside after this correction is completed. So for AUD/USD, based on our analysis from last week, Monday, we told you guys it was a corrective structure, Monday, collective structure, which is to the upside, bullish collective structure. So this corrective structure is yet to be completed. Once it is completed, then we can now expect more push to the downside. How we spotted out from this swing high to this swing low. And if you check it, the most respected area of a Fibonacci, the 50 and the 62% Fibonacci retracement area. So this was where we marked out the 60 and the 50% Fibonacci retracement area. Okay, so that's how we were able to get this particular level where we expect the market to come inside and give us a rejection. Okay, and one thing you should know about AUD is that it likes round numbers. So if you're able to find a round number within this zone, okay, the round numbers I see within this zone is the let's see, is the 6570 round number, psychological level. 65700 psychological round number. 6570. We also have 65800 round number. We have 65900. So those are round numbers AUD likes to respect psychologically before the market can do any other move or have any other move to the downside. Okay, so that's literally what I see right now for AUD against USD on the daily time frame. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, I see that the market is pushing to the downside. Okay, I said the market is pushing to the downside massively. Okay, so we already have our previous week low and previous week high. So we have two scenarios right now. If the market comes back into here, we should look for a buy to go over here. Then from here, we can start looking for our overall sales. Once the market comes into that zone, we can now start looking for overall sales. This is what I see on the 4 hours time frame. Okay. Once market comes into this demand zone, because there's a demand 4 hours demand zone over here, which is this last blue candle I see over here. Okay. Once market comes into here and fills a gap, there's a gap in this market. There's a gap. Once it comes in and fills in over here, we now start monitoring the market on the smaller time frame, like 1 hour and 15 minutes to spot what our buy opportunities. Once you get a buy opportunity, the buy opportunity will be taken is what from the current demand zone up to this supply zone, which is around 79 pips or 80 pips. Okay, so if I should take it from here, let's say it comes back to this, it's 80 pips. Okay, so once this is now completed, which we will know that we have completed what the swing to the upside. Because literally what I see AD doing is this is impulse, this is the corrective structure, like it's forming over here. Another word, impulse. Okay, so this first impulse, this first move has another move coming from here. to complete this. Okay, so don't miss that move. That's the move you want to trade. That second move to the upside. That's the move you want to trade. So that's what I see for AUD. Okay, the move to the upside is going to be bullish for this week to complete this corrective structure. Okay, then we now start looking for the sales probably by next month or so, because this is the last week of the month. So that's what I see for AUD. And the last on our list is Bitcoin. We made a lot of money from Bitcoin last week. We made massive profits. And we're able to spend our massive profits. That's what makes trading a very good business. You make your profits and you earn your profit, you spend your profits. So for the Bitcoin market, we see that we're a bullish week buys, a bullish week buys, a bullish week buys. So not too much to see there, and we are currently on a bull run cycle. Then, and on the weekly time frame, we see that the weekly. But wait, I need to say something about this monthly time frame on Bitcoin. Okay, so this bullish cycle now that's happening on this particular month of November. Okay, we have just 5 days left for this month to end, and after November, December next. December could be a rejection month too. December could be a month whereby we will see one red candle that will come down like this. So I don't want you to be taken surprise by surprise. Okay, so you should be curious and conscious of it. Okay, what I mean is this: once the market created this all-time high here with this candle, okay, this all-time high was created. Okay, there was also what a bearish month. The next month was bearish. That was November for 2021 was bearish. December for 2021 was bearish. But October for 2021 was bullish. We broke an all-time high. So you should be conscious of it. And one thing else, I see that the market has already formed three white soldiers. Okay, there's a candlestick for P. So the third one most times used to be bearish. The fourth one most times used to be bearish. Okay, let me see if I can spot any three white soldiers here on the chart. Okay, good. So I aspired a three white shoulder over here. So this is the first one, the second one, the third one. The fourth one was a bearish move. So you should be conscious of it. You should be conscious. So you should be conscious that the institutions now are taking over the Bitcoin market, and they have way more Bitcoins than retail traders. So they could literally manipulate the market easily right now. So for the month of December, we could expect a bearish market. Okay. So with that is said, on the weekly time frame, I spotted out the weekly high and the weekly low, as well as this weekly high and this weekly low. Okay, so if the market breaks this weekly high, then we're expecting more high push. The market breaks weekly low, we're expecting what? A drop. So that's literally what it means. And for the chart patterns I see on the weekly time frame, the chart pattern I see on the weekly time frame is more like an ascending triangle. It's more like an ascending triangle which has broken already. This is the top of the triangle. So once this triangle was broken here with this week, this November 11th week, there was massive bull run that followed up after that. So literally, there's no really too more details on the weekly time frame right now. So on the daily time frame, what do I see? On the daily time frame, what is the prevalent trend? The prevalent trend on the daily time frame is uptrend, okay? And we can use this as the trend line for the daily time frame. You can use this as a trend line for the prevailing trend line for the daily time frame, which has to do with just connecting two candles, okay? And one thing I see for sure is that liquidity was taken at this high. Okay, once the market broke this high, liquidity was taken and the market is moving up. So there's still chances that the market could still come back to this prevailing trend line and then continue pushing to the upside for the daily time frame. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, this is where we cut our trade for last week and we're still holding. Our target is $100,000, okay? But we already took out partial profits already. So on the 4 hours time frame, I see what they call an ascending wedge. I see what they call an ascending wedge. So this is what an ascending wedge is. So what we're looking for literally is buy opportunities, okay? Okay, so this is what the ascending wedge looks like. And then there's always a break here, correction for another push to the upside. So that's what I see for this particular 4 hours time frame. So this is the top of the wedge over here, connected with this one over here. So if we see a break of this top here, then expect what? Another push to the upside for Bitcoin. Okay, so that's what I see. So we're monitoring this closely on the 1 hour time frame. It's the 1 hour time frame we use to monitor it. You see, it's currently respecting the top of this wedge. Okay, it has not broken it yet. But if you see a break, then we'll be able to get a buy opportunity and push the market to the upside. Still on still, the market could still just fall down further to pick up some trades over here and then continue to push to the upside. Okay, so let's just monitor this. And then once you get a trade opportunity, we'll be sending it to you guys in our Telegram and also our WhatsApp group. Okay, so with that said, let's then wrap up by going to the fundamental analysis. But before we dive into the fundamental analysis, if you want to learn how to trade, you can dive down to our website, www.10xdigitallane.com. Okay, and grab yourself a package. Here at 10x Digital Lane Academy, we bring you a unique perspective to the world of digital assets. We teach you how digital trading works, how to earn massive passive income on different digital assets, how to invest in safe assets, how to build and grow your startup business from zero to hero. So if you sign up right now, because procrastination is a thief of your time, you say, I will do it, I'll do it, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year, I'll do it when I'm done with this, I will do it when I'm done with that. And you figure out you will never do it. But once you take action and commit yourself, okay, set it as a goal. In the morning, you read it to yourself. I need to subscribe to 10 Digital Lane to learn how to trade the financial market and make money for myself from home. Then you see yourself figuring out how much is involved. You see yourself figuring out how to make payments. You see yourself figuring out how many hours in a day you need to study to be able to understand the craft. You see yourself scheduling meetings with me to be able to understand what you've learned. You see yourself practicing what you've learned. You see yourself asking questions about what you've learned. You see yourself funding the business after you've learned it. And you see yourself making profit from the business you've funded after you've learned it. So you need to set it as a goal. Set it as a goal. Because they say that out of 100% of people that are in this world, just 20% set goals, yearly goals, and they remind themselves of these goals on a daily basis in the morning when they wake up and in the night before they go to bed. But the remaining 80%, they will just have a yearly resolution that this year is going to be very profitable. And then once the month of January passes by and the drive of monthly resolution dries up, then everybody just forgets about their goal. So right now, we have set out a goal to reach 1 million students, okay, across all our social media platforms, on YouTube, on Telegram, on LinkedIn, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, okay, on TikTok, wherever that is conducive for you. We have the social media presence there, okay. So once we hit 1 million subscribers across all our platforms, we are going to celebrate it in a very big way. In this case, we can be able to impact people's life, to understand more about investing, to understand more about trading, to understand more about the art of investment. It is two different things. Investing and investment is two different things, and we'll break it down for you. Okay, how to make money online is so very important that you learn this, because this is the new drive. Money you're looking for is on the online space. Okay, so this is our monthly, our 3 months, our 6 months, and our 1 year packages. Because we're currently in the month of November and it's Black Friday, we're having a 50% discount. Okay, so just dive down to our description right now. You will look for a link that will take you to our seller store or probably to this website, and you can be able to grab a package for yourself. Okay, so if you now need the discount code, you can as well reach out to me privately, and then I'll give you a discount code to be able to gain access to this immediately. So you can now start learning how to trade the financial market. For instance, once you start learning from us, these are some testimonies from our students, like over here, Messi Ebere, which is currently in Angola. Good day, Mr. Njokuma Kochiku. Thank you very much for this advert you did on your WhatsApp status that made me to join and know how to trade and make double of my money on my coin. I thought it was a joke. It's good to follow advice of someone that knows what he is doing on coin. I will tell all my friends about this to join and make double of their coin. Thank you very much. This is the type of testimonies we want, okay? We used to do promotions of our brand, but the promotion you as a client that is happy with our services we do is way more important to us than us doing promotion for us. So come right now, subscribe, reach out to me, and then get the various information you need. So for this week, we have some news event that will impact Euro, AUD, and USD. That's what we want to watch out now. We have today, November 25th by 10 o'clock, which is in an hour and 19 minutes, the IFO business climate, which has to do with business climate in Germany, okay? So currently, the business climate is 86 here, I guess 86.5, which was previously, which is bad. So by 10 o'clock, if you see a figure that is higher than 86, then it's going to give euro strength. We will buy euro against the dollar once we see that there is something like 87 or 88. But if we see something lower than 86, which is 85, okay, we're going to sell euro against the dollar. So watch out for that. Then on Tuesday, we have new home sales, month over month, new home sales, and then FOMC minutes, okay? So this particular news is coming in by 4 p.m. West African time, okay? Which has to do with the sales of houses. So if there are sales of houses, okay, real estate sector will generate income. And when they generate income, they'll be able to pay tax to the government and the economy will be strong. So we need more sales of houses. But based on the data we're seeing here, analysts are saying that it is lower for the month of October, okay? And over here, minus 3.6 is lower than 4.1, which is bad. And also 0.73 million is lower than 0.738 million, okay? So by tomorrow, 4 p.m., if you see a figure higher than minus 3.6, it is good for dollar. And if you see a figure higher than 0.73, it should be good for dollar, which means that we will sell euro against the dollar, we'll sell AUD against the dollar. And then if you see a figure lower than this figure, okay, we will now buy euro against the dollar. We do euro USD buy by 4 p.m. and AUD USD buy by 4 p.m. That's what this news event does. Okay, so always try as much as possible to watch the news or check out the calendar for each day. Then on Wednesday, November 27th, which is the mid of the week, and then volume has peaked in the market, we have AUD by 1:30 a.m. monthly CPI for AUD. Okay, so that's inflation figure. So if inflation is high in a country, it makes the country currency to be strong. And based on analysis, they're saying that inflation is going to increase to 2.3% from the previous month of 2.1%. If that happens, AUD will be strong against the dollar. We'll buy AUD USD by 1:30 a.m. West African time. So we're watching out for the actual news. If the actual news is 2.3, then AUD against the dollar, we say buy by 1:30 a.m. So if you can sacrifice your sleep to buy, good for you. Then by 10 a.m., we have Bank Austria Manufacturing PMI, Bank Austria Manufacturing PMI. Okay, so it has to do with the manufacturing sector. Okay, are they getting more orders? Are they getting more more delivery and so on and so forth? So the over here consensus are saying 42.1, which is higher than 42, which is good. So by 10 a.m. on Wednesday, if we see something that is higher than 42.1, we buy euro against the dollar. But if we see something lower than 42.1, we sell euro against the dollar. Then this is consumer confidence. Are consumers really spending the money they're making, or are they hoarding the money? So that's what it means for consumer confidence in Germany. Over here, analysts are saying that we're having minus 18.3, and the previous figure is minus 18.3. So we cannot really tell until by 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday, we see a figure higher than minus 18.3. It's going to boost Germany and it's going to boost euro, and then we'll buy euro against the dollar. We'll see something lower than minus 18.3. For instance, we get minus 19, then we're going to sell euro against the dollar instantly. Then on Wednesday, we have the durable goods order, we have the goods trade balance, the growth rate for the dollar, we have the price index, we have the personal spending month over month, personal income month over month, initial jobless claim. Wow, we have a lot of news on Wednesday, and it's going to be a very volatile week on Wednesday. So let us read this analysis for Wednesday here on this particular website. So on Wednesday, they just talked about the Australian month-over-month CPI, which I already discussed with you guys. So that's literally not what we came here for. We came here to get insights on the dollar. Okay, so on Wednesday, they said the US jobless claims continue to be one of the most important to release to follow. So every other thing there would not be that impactful. Okay, every week as it's a timeliner indicator on the state of the labor market. Initial claims remain inside the 200K to 260K range created since 2022, while continuous claims remain around the cycle highs. This week, initial claims are expected at 217K versus 213K per hour, while continuous claims are seen at 1,909K versus 1,908K. Okay, so with that said, every other thing we saw here, we will not really give it much attention, but we're giving attention to the initial jobless claims, which means that if those are saying that they don't have job is increasing, it makes the dollar weak. But those who say that they have job is reducing, it will make the dollar strong. So if you see a figure lower than 220K, it is good for dollar. If you see a figure higher than 220K, it is bad for dollar. So that is what I see. CPI has to do with just inflation, and we don't have any figure to match the Thursday data. Then to wrap up the week on Friday, we have unemployment rates. Okay, so if we see high unemployment there, to make euro weak, and then we'll sell euro against the dollar. Thank you so much for watching to this point. I really appreciate. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this content. And reach out to us with our details on the description to subscribe to our channel. Have a profitable trading week. Peace. Okay, we're sending signals across. So join our Telegram.